Mainland's poor man's trio prices surge, making life difficult for everyone. Shenyang subway cleaners strike over Social Security cutbacks and downgrades. Outbreak of epidemic in Chinese schools, many children hospitalized with severe pneumonia. Surge in student mental illness, Peking University's psychiatric ward overwhelmed daily. Nobel Laureate criticizes CCP's policy, Chinese economic model unsustainable. CCP Little Pink urinates at Yasukuni shrine and flees back to China, sparking hot debate. It's all covered in today's China Truths. Mainland's poor man's trio prices surge, making life difficult for everyone. Across mainland China, the cost of basic necessities including water, electricity, gas, and high-speed rail tickets has surged. Even everyday items like instant noodles, pickled vegetables, and Coca-Cola are now more expensive. These three products, nicknamed the poor man's trio by the populace, are symbolic of broader economic pressures that are impacting everyone. Recently, Master Kong, a leading instant noodle brand, raised its prices, sparking widespread discussion. The price for a bag of noodles has increased from 2.8 yuan, about 40 cents, to 3 yuan, and a tub from 4.5 yuan to 5 yuan, about 70 cents, ushering in what's being called the 5 yuan era for instant noodles. Distributors across various regions confirmed these price hikes. The price increase isn't limited to instant noodles. Traditional pairings like pickled vegetables have also seen steep increases. For instance, Wujiang pickled vegetables have increased in price 13 times since 2008, surpassing even luxury items like Feiqian Mutai in frequency. The price per 70g pack has escalated from 0.5 yuan, around 7 cents, to about 3 yuan, about 42 cents, now costing more than pork by weight. An article by Zhigu Trend, a financial media platform focusing on China's economy, policy and social trends, stated that behind the price increases of instant noodles, pickled mustard and cola, a wave of price increases targeting the sinking market is spreading rapidly. According to the data, this trend reflects a broader wave of price hikes targeting less affluent markets. Public services have also seen significant price adjustments. For example, water prices in Shanghai and Guangzhou have increased by 50% and 34%, respectively. Similarly, several provinces have announced plans to raise electricity rates by up to 30%. The price increases extend to the gas sector, with many Chongqing residents reporting doubled gas bills following meter replacements. Natural gas price increases have also been announced in cities like Shenzhen and Fuzhou. Even high-speed train tickets have not been spared, with first and second-class fares increasing by approximately 20%. The Zhigu Trend explains that these price hikes are an inevitable trend, exacerbated by a government-set target for a 5% GDP growth and an expected Consumer Price Index (CPI) increase of around 3%. Current figures show a CPI increase of just 0.3%, indicating a significant gap in reaching the target. The demand for instant noodles, primarily consumed by the working class for their affordability and convenience, exemplifies the economic strain. Despite the price rise, they remain a cost-effective option for many. The industry is highly concentrated, with major brands like Master Kong and Unity controlling about 65% of the market. This dominance allows for price leadership, forcing smaller brands to follow suit. In this climate of rising prices, Zhigu Trend says that when housing prices continuously fall, car markets face severe internal competition, and performances are dismal, no one's days are easy. This wave of price increases targeting the common people has just begun. Shenyang subway cleaners strike over Social Security cutbacks and downgrades. According to several videos posted on Platform X, on May 29th and 30th, a large group of cleaners from the Shenyang Metro Group went on strike for 2 consecutive days. The strike was prompted by the Metro Group outsourcing the property management to a private company, which led to changes in the cleaners' contracts. The insurance that originally required payment until the age of 55 now only lasts until the age of 50. What is even more unacceptable to them is that the insurance has been downgraded to the new rural cooperative medical system. Before the property management of Shenyang Metro was outsourced to a private company, the cleaners received no prior notice. They were suddenly informed after 9 p.m. the previous night not to come to work. Many of them had joined the Metro work in their 30s and 40s specifically for the Social Security benefits until age 55. Now, having crossed 50, they are being denied further insurance contributions, and their 3 insurances have also been cut off. Where can they find a job at this age that offers social insurance? This is truly a betrayal. Videos from the scene outside the Shenyang Metro Group building show a large number of female staff in cleaning uniforms gathered for the protest. They appeared to be between the ages of 30 and 60. Several police cars were on guard, and numerous security personnel monitored the protesting cleaners' every move in front of the building. A cleaner was heard on the phone saying, "We are at the Metro Group, we are defending our rights. Now the leaders won't meet with us. The leaders are hiding, we are all waiting here, left to bake in the sun, how hard is it for the common people?" Another video showed a large group of cleaners in uniform gathered for the protest. A woman among them cried, "It's both injustice and despair, it's truly unlivable. This is not a joke." A man, appearing to be a leader, was trying to explain something, but the woman retorted, "Don't say you leaders don't know, who says they don't know? Saying that is meaningless. We cleared snow in the winter, drained water in the summer, we served everywhere. We supported the work, did you know? I feel so choked up inside." A man suggested that if they wanted to resolve the issue, they should come to the office to discuss it, but the cleaners refused, unanimously shouting no meeting, demanding an on-the-spot solution. "We just have one statement, everything stays the same." They spoke all at once, working every day. Worked sick during the 3-year pandemic. During the protest, one cleaner was taken away by an ambulance. In response, netizens commented, "This is much crueler than the capitalists, not even leaving a way out for people. Is the new rural cooperative medical scheme even insurance? You pay 300 yuan, about $41, at the lowest per year, and at most 1,800 yuan, around $248, and only after turning 60 can you receive just over 100 yuan, about $14, a month. Are they joking with people's lives?" According to Wikipedia, Shenyang is the 7th city in the nation to have an underground railway. The Shenyang Metro is operated and constructed by the Shenyang Metro Group Limited Company and its subsidiaries. As of September 2023, it has 5 operating lines and 111 stations, with a total operational length of 163.7 kilometers. Outbreak of epidemic in Chinese schools. Many children hospitalized with severe pneumonia. The epidemic in China continues to intensify. Recently, people from various places have disclosed that schools have experienced outbreaks, with many children contracting the disease and taking leave for treatment. Many children have been infected with pneumonia and severe pneumonia, leading to hospitalizations and causing hospitals to be overwhelmed with no available beds. Recently, a doctor posted on Xiaohongshu, "Lately, many children have been infected with pneumonia, severe pneumonia, and have large shadows in their lungs." This post is currently no longer searchable. On June 2nd, people from various places revealed that the school epidemic is severe, with many children suffering from severe pneumonia, some of whom have been hospitalized for 1 to 2 months without recovery. Parents are distraught over their children frequently catching colds and fevers. One parent complained on Xiaohongshu, "How can children attend school like this? They go to school for 2 days a month and spend 20 days in the hospital. Just when they recover and go back to school, they start getting colds again." Some children had fevers and did not get hospitalized and unfortunately did not survive. Mr. Zhang from Nanyang, Hunan said, "There are cases involving babies over a year old and even younger than a month, some of them severe, all with fevers making their faces turn red. Children have taken leave from school, taken home to rest and recuperate, and some have gone to clinics for treatment or to get medicine." People noted that there have always been many adults and children suffering from fevers and colds, and hospitals are always full. Mr. Zhang from Hong Kong, Shaanxi said, "This year, colds are hard to recover from, and the coughing is severe, lasting 2 to 3 months. The respiratory department in hospitals is still crowded. They have added beds even into the corridors. There are many cases of pneumonia and severe pneumonia, mostly adults over 35 years old, but there are also many children in the pediatrics department. People from various places also revealed that this year there have been more sudden deaths from cerebral infarctions and myocardial infarctions among middle-aged and elderly people, mostly those who believed and were influenced by the propaganda of the CCP. Surge in student mental illness, Peking University's psychiatric ward overwhelmed daily. It is reported that the psychiatric departments of children's hospitals across various cities in China are overwhelmed, including in second- and third-tier cities. Recently, a male blogger on mainland China's Douyin platform claimed that 2 pieces of news have gone viral in parents' groups at the same time, one being that the psychiatric department for students at Peking University Children's Hospital is overwhelmed daily. Every day, hundreds of children are unable to attend school due to mental health issues. He emphasized, it's every day, not every year. He explained, as soon as these children go to school, they become so mentally stressed that they even start trembling when writing, and their brains are so anxious that it seriously affects their learning. The blogger mentioned another thought-provoking news item. Teachers from various places have complained that the practice of keeping students confined during breaks has become widespread. Over 70% of students do not leave the classroom during breaks, leaving the playground empty. Some children mention that breaks last only 10 minutes, with delays of 2 to 3 minutes at the end of classes and classes starting 2 minutes early. There's not even time for activities, let alone queuing for the restroom. Sometimes they have to wait until they get home to use the bathroom. The blogger pointed out that the fundamental reason so many students are suffering from mental illnesses is because there's a big problem with the national education environment. Now, the flowers of our nation are sick, essentially the soil is bad, and if this continues, not only will the children's psychiatry departments be full, but the parents' psychiatry departments will definitely be overwhelmed too. Last year on October 31st, another Douyin user, Qiuju Jianyan, also posted a video stating, a children's psychiatric department in Beijing is overwhelmed. In the video, the blogger exclaimed, unprecedented big news. 1 month after school started, the children's psychiatric department is overwhelmed. I originally thought that anxiety only attacks middle-aged people, but unknowingly, it even affects children, indicating the immense pressure children are facing which prevents them from studying normally. The blogger shared that some parents said the school not only canceled the children's 10-minute break but also added delay to the textbooks, and by the time school is over, it's dark outside. After going home, they still have to do homework, and they barely have any outdoor activities for a week, with a myopia rate of 53% and a school aversion rate of 80%. Another Douyin user, Yuan Teacher Female Wisdom, posted a video on November 11th last year, saying that not only in Beijing, in various cities, with Beijing as a focus, the psychology and psychiatry departments of children's hospitals are overwhelmed. It's impossible to get a number, every city nationwide is overwhelmed, and second and third tier cities are not spared. Especially this year it's particularly severe. On May 18th, Dr. Ping Zuguay from the Psychiatry Department of West China Hospital, Sichuan University, posted on his Weibo public account stating that children in Chengdu high schools are suffering from increasingly severe depression. The article mentioned that 17-year-old Liu from Chengdu Shishir Middle School, a high-performing student, said, in our class of 54 people, 18 are depressed, including 5 with severe depression. In response to the news of the overwhelming number of child psychiatric cases, a Douyin user said, my daughter in her senior year of high school is under great pressure and has developed mental issues. Today's children are too pitiful. A netizen from Xinjiang said, my child comes home almost at 11 p.m. and still has to do homework until about 12 to 12:30 a.m. I really can't do anything, and it breaks my heart. Netizens on Platform X commented, the CCP's abnormal brainwashing education is destroying the mental and physical health of children. Nobel Laureate criticizes CCP's policy, Chinese economic model unsustainable. According to Bloomberg on June 2, Nobel Prize winner in economics Paul Krugman, in an interview with Bloomberg TV's Sherry An and Heidi Stroud-Watts, remarked, "The CCP seemed to completely lack realism, which is a threat to all of us." Krugman agrees with U.S. economic officials who criticize CCP policies, stating that the CCP should not try to escape difficulties through exports. He told Bloomberg TV, "We cannot absorb Chinese cheap goods. The world will not accept everything China wants to export." The CCP has been heavily investing in manufacturing, focusing on new industries such as electric vehicles, batteries, and renewable energy, in an attempt to find new sources of growth for the slowing economy. However, the motive for China's economic growth comes from domestic demand, and many of these new industries are highly automated and cannot provide sufficient employment. A 2023 analysis by Goldman Sachs found that the three main industries prioritized by the CCP, electric vehicles, lithium-ion batteries, and renewable energy, account for only about 3.5% of China's GDP and cannot create enough jobs for millions of struggling college graduates and migrant workers. As Krugman made his remarks, the United States and Europe are expressing concerns about Chinese overcapacity and the dumping of large amounts of cheap goods subsidized by the CCP state abroad, and are taking or planning to take action in response. On April 15, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told CNN in an interview, "We are worried about a potential surge in exports of Chinese overcapacity goods to our market. I made it very clear in my discussions with them, the Chinese side, that this is not only our concern but also the concern of other countries, Europe, Japan, and even emerging markets such as India, Mexico, and Brazil." Krugman added that due to severely insufficient domestic spending and a lack of investment opportunities, the entire Chinese economic model is unsustainable. He stated that Beijing should support demand rather than increase production. Mary Gallagher, a China expert at the University of Michigan, said in her latest research that from the Great Leap Forward to China's real estate boom, overcapacity is part of the Communist Party's broader governance approach, which tends to favor overcapacity and overfulfillment of targets. A previous article by Bloomberg mentioned that the CCP government's shift to supporting manufacturing could potentially trigger a new trade war. A report by Business Insider stated that Neil Shearing, chief economist at Capital Economics, believes that regardless of whether former President Trump or current President Biden wins the U.S. election in November, the CCP's current economic policies could potentially trigger a trade war. CCP Little Pink urinates at Yasukuni Shrine and flees back to China, sparking hot debate. On June 1, a self-proclaimed Little Pink from the CCP ran to Japan's Yasukuni Shrine, urinated, and vandalized the site, then fled back to China. A short video circulated on China's social media platform Weibo, showing a Chinese internet celebrity, self-proclaimed Taitu, claiming he was going to perform a significant act at Yasukuni Shrine, which he acknowledged carried great risk, even suggesting he might not be able to return. Subsequently, he arrived at the entrance of Yasukuni Shrine and urinated on a stone pillar inscribed with Yasukuni Shrine, then spray-painted the word toilet in English on the pillar, capturing the entire process on video. The video suggests that Taitu might have fled back to China the following day. The video, once uploaded online, sparked widespread controversy both domestically and internationally. In response, on June 2, a video titled "Guangzhou Man Urinates at the Entrance of a Patriotic Education Base" surfaced on the Overseas X platform. In the video, a young man in black and white clothes, holding a plastic bag, is seen urinating at the entrance of a building and changing his posture continuously. Several young men nearby cheer and film the act. The building's entrance appears to bear a sign stating CCP Haizhu Party History Exhibition Hall and another sign indicating Guangzhou City Patriotism Education Base. The exact timing of the video is unknown, and it is not clear from the blurry footage whether the man is genuinely urinating or just posing. However, the release of such a video at this time is widely believed to be a deliberate response to the Chinese internet celebrity Taitu urination at Yasukuni Shrine. Many users on the X platform commented, "This kind of person deserves respect. How many dare to do such things in authoritarian countries? Compared to those who perform foolish acts in democratic countries, there is a huge difference." Other netizens said, It seems that compared to Yasukuni Shrine, the CCP is more disgusting, and this act of urination is brilliantly done. Yasukuni Shrine, which honors Japanese military personnel and war associates, including war criminals who invaded China, has become a target for the CCP and Little Pinks. However, many netizens believe that Little Pinks, in today's civilized society, expressing their antagonism through urination and graffiti, vividly display the CCP's despicable and shameless behavior. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.